Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I am back again with another video. I just wanted to say thank you so much for being a part of Live Narc Free. I'm doing another audio. I really like switching up between videos and audios. That's like super cool for me. But let's just go ahead and get into the video. Just a real quick brief about me. My name is Joy. I help people overcome narcissistic abuse. I have been dealing with narcissists since 2010. All right. I went no contact with a aunt narcissist of mine in 2015 and a male narc that I dated for 4 years in 2014. I went no contact with him. All right. And since 2016, I have been, sharing my story, helping people overcome narcissistic abuse, whether it be support sessions, my video and my audio courses, feedback videos just like this. And it's been life-changing. Let me get a drink of water. All right. So, yes, you guys, and it's changed my life for the better. I know that when I was going through narcissistic abuse, I was hurt. I'm not going to lie, and I was definitely ashamed. I was embarrassed about everything that occurred. But now I know why I went through it, and I'm definitely grateful for the experience and the lessons. And if you dealt with a narcissist, I definitely say that it probably taught you a lot about yourself and about others. And then maybe you didn't know that you were this strong as you were, or that you are now. Some of us, we feel like we can't overcome, we feel like we can't move on, we feel like we can't let go. But the truth is, you're stronger than you know. So all right. But I want to get into the message, you guys. I actually got this inspiration from Instagram and I wanted to share it with you guys. I wanted to talk about tips for healing codependencies. And I know this is very big. A lot of us that deal with narcissists do struggle with codependencies. A lot of the world does, actually. But specifically, people that have been abused by narcissists struggle with codependencies. Whether you're an empath, whether you're HSP, intuitive person, or you could just be just a normal. You could be an introvert, you could be an extrovert, but you may have a challenge or a struggle with dealing with codependency. So I wanted to talk about tips for healing your codependencies. So the first thing is what you can do. And for those, before I do get into the tips, for those of you that don't know what codependency is basically feeling like you can't live without another person being in your life. Like you need this person in your life to be happy or to fulfill you, or it's a necessity. Yeah, necessity. I was trying to figure out if I was saying it right. But yeah, you feel like you need this person, whether it's for love, money, sex, shelter, whatever the case is, you feel like you need this person. You're never ever supposed to feel like that about anybody except for God. As you guys may have heard of my previous video, I shared my testimony about the power of faith and the power of prayer and the power of prayer and faith. But that's the only person that you need in your life. But when it comes to individuals, romantic partners, relationships, and even your parents, we all love our parents. We love them dear to our heart. But, eventually you want to make it so that you're not codependent on them in any way. But when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, a dynamic, let's say you're an empath and you're dealing with a narc, they make you codependent on them. And it's definitely something that it's hard to overcome. It's hard to let it go, and it's hurtful, because let's say you leave them or they leave you and you're left feeling isolated. You're left feeling lonely, stuck, depressed, shocked, heartbroken, all that stuff. So these are just some tips on how you can heal your codependency. Or, maybe you've gotten over, maybe this is just a refresher, or maybe you're dealing with it now, or who knows, just, it's always good to hear. All right. So the first thing is you want to practice identifying, validating, and expressing your feelings. I know that, when you're dealing with a narcissistic relationship, whether it was a parent, a family, a friend, they teach you not to express your feelings. And that's very, very hurtful. And it's something that messes you up mentally, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, in all ways, because they're teaching you that you don't matter. Your feelings are not valid. It doesn't matter how you feel, you know? So you definitely want to identify how you're feeling. And it's okay to feel how you're feeling. But, you definitely want to express it in a way that's healthy, and identify it and understand it, so that way you can move forward. Whether if it's you feel sad or you feel angry, why do you feel that way? Identify it, validate it, and then you can move forward from there. Or if you feel happy, then express that. Say, hey, I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling grateful today that God blessed me, or a miracle came into my life. Something like that. Express yourself. Express your feelings. All right, the second thing is you want to work on building self-esteem and self-worth. Again, when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, or let's say you even have friends that are narcissistic, they tear down your self-esteem. They make you question your own worth and doubt yourself and make you feel less than, or like you don't deserve good things. Like you gotta, one of the things that would help heal this is start to work on, who are you? Like, what's your values? What are your principles in life? Like what makes you you? You know what I mean? Like, do you know your worth? Do you know that you deserve the best? You know that you deserve a good life, to be happy, to be, to live your dreams, and to do what you're passionate about, not doing something that you hate to do every day. You know what I mean? Like, you have to take those steps to work on your self-esteem and your self-worth. And one of the things that really helped me was doing a lot of yoga. Really helped me to work on my self-worth and my self-esteem, and reading a lot of self-help books. Some of my favorite books was The Science of Getting Rich. Think and Grow Rich was another good one. The Seed of the Soul was great. You guys can Google all these titles. Les Brown, Live Your Dreams. That's another good one. So many books out there, but definitely read. That's very, very key. Or go on YouTube and find out, about self-esteem and self-worth, because the narcissist or any other toxic person will, make you feel less than, and that's not something that you want to feel, because it's not who you really are. You're a child of God, and God loves you, and he wants the best for you. All right. The next thing is tips for healing codependencies is you want to pay attention to your needs and practice meeting them first. So you want to put you first. I know that that's not how we're taught, especially being a female. We're taught that everyone else matters first. So, and again, we love our kids, we love our spouses, all that great stuff. But we're taught that everybody else comes before us. We put everybody, as higher importance than ourselves, not in a narcissistic way. I'm not saying that, it's all about me in a narcissistic way. I'm saying, like, you have to understand that, you have needs as well. And if someone's not fulfilling your needs, then you have to, address it and then figure out, okay, is this person going to be able to meet my needs? And just be realistic about it. And then say, if not, then I have to move on, or I have to go in a place or be around someone that's gonna meet my needs. And that would be a way in which you would put yourself first, because you're thinking about you, what you deserve. This is your life. No one else is living your life except for you. You have to make sure that you're happy before you can make anyone else happy, or look for making someone else happy, if that makes sense, right? So, like, give you guys an example, practice meeting your needs first. So let's say, for instance, you're going out to a restaurant. Which restaurant do you want to go to? Someone asks you, like, which one you want to go to. Everyone else is saying, like, oh, I want to go to Olive Garden, but you really, really, really want to go to Red Lobster, and you just say, oh, I want to go to Olive Garden just to make someone else happy. No, say you want to go to Red Lobster because that's where you want to go. I hope that was a good example. I love food anyway, so I'm always talking about food. I'm going to get another drink of water, you guys. So yeah, I've been talking a lot today. All right, so hopefully that was helpful. So the next example is you have to practice setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. That's actually what I talk a lot about in my Building Better Boundaries video series, A Stronger You course. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. It is available for $57. But yeah, in that Build a Better Boundaries, A Stronger You video series course, I talk about the importance of setting and maintaining healthy boundaries, especially if you are getting out of a narcissistic relationship, or let's say you haven't even met a narcissist. You just want to practice setting healthy and maintaining boundaries, because you have to make sure that you have your space, that you're putting yourself first, and you're keeping people at a distance from those that don't really resonate with you, those that maybe they're not integrity with your values or your morals, you know what I mean? Or let's just say, you just need some space away from family or friends. That's okay to set those boundaries as well. It's nothing wrong with, spending time by yourself, focusing on yourself, making sure that you put you as a priority. You have to have that healthy boundary. Or, let's say if you're dating a guy and you don't want to have sex with this person until, a couple months or so, or maybe it's 6 months, or maybe it's a year. You have to set that boundary and let that person know, like, hey, I'm not really comfortable. Or maybe you want to wait until you get married. Everybody has their own preference, or vice versa. If you're a guy, well, a lot of guys, they want to do it early, but if you're a female, you may say like, oh, I want to wait. And then that person doesn't respect it. Then you already know, that this person may not be the one for you, or, you may want to find a different person. You know what I mean? So the next thing is you want to, on ways you can heal codependencies, is give to others only when you have the energy and you want to. So only give when you want, don't give out of need, or give because you feel like you have to, if that makes sense. Like, don't drain yourself trying to help someone else. You got to remember, you are most important, if that makes sense, right? So give to others when you have the energy and when you want to. So don't give to someone if you don't really have the energy, like you're tired, or like, let's say, whether it's a spouse or a family member, they want to talk to you on the phone and you're tired, you're sleepy. And some of us, we may just stay on the phone with them just because we feel like we have to. No, let that person know that, hey, I'm tired. I need to talk to you later. I need to take a nap, but I'll call you back when I'm, feeling better. That's a way of, giving to them when you have the energy. You want to be fully energized, or, fully present with them while you're talking to them, So yeah. Another tip is practice accepting help. Practice accepting others' help. So I know that a lot of us, we don't like to say that we need help. I get it. I used to be that way. The narcissist that I was actually with actually taught me that asking others for help was weak, and that is not the case. The fact that you can say, hey, I need help, that shows strength, because it shows that you want to change, you want to be better, right? If you don't ask anybody for help, how can you change? How can you improve? How can you grow? How can you expand? You're just staying the same if you don't ask anybody for help, right? You think nobody knows everything. I don't know everything. You know what I mean? So we always have to, accept help from others, right? The next thing is, and I kind of mentioned this, you want to identify your values, your beliefs, and opinions and practice. So this goes back to kind of, building your self-esteem and your self-worth. Again, what are your values? What are your beliefs about yourself, your opinions? And again, I talk about this in my Building Better Boundaries, A Stronger You video series course. I highly recommend it. But you have to know who you are, know what it is that you value, know what it is, like, what are your beliefs about yourself, about the world, about God? Like, who are you? You guys get what I'm saying? This could really help heal, codependency issues, because you're not relying on anyone else for your beliefs or your values, or, for acceptance. You're relying on yourself. And that's where it starts. Self-love, self-esteem. Who are you? What is your worth? You know what I mean? All right. Oh, and I forgot. So identify your values, beliefs, and opinions and practice maintaining them even if others don't agree. So, yeah. So, all of that. Be who you are. Don't change yourself for anyone. Be who you are. Accept yourself. As long as it doesn't interfere or hurt or harm anyone, don't change yourself for other people. Maintain your values. So, an example, like if you say you don't want to have sex with a guy until you're married and this person wants to have sex with you, don't change what you said. Stick with your values because you will find someone that's gonna meet that criteria. And if this person, whoever you're with, maybe you have a crush on him, maybe he's super cute or maybe she's cute, blah blah blah, whatever. If this person is not trying to follow what it is that you're asking them, or they're not listening to you, then you already know that this person probably is not the best person for you. So maybe you got to consider, like, maybe you're dodging a bullet, you know what I mean? Or you could be saving yourself from a heartbreak or anything like that. Or you don't, maybe this person is just here for the sex. Maybe they're going to waste your time, When you're dating and meeting people, it's not about what they look like or what they have. It's about who they are as an individual. Another tip for those of you that, need the advice. And I really hope that this is helpful, you guys. I want to, towards the end, I want you guys to let me know what you think of this and if this was helpful or insightful at all. All right, so let's move on. The next thing is practice being assertive, direct, and straightforward in communication. Again, I'm literally saying everything, well, not everything, but most of the stuff that I talk about in my Building Better Boundaries course. I can't stress it enough. Definitely you want to make sure that you get a copy of that. My Building Better Boundaries, A Stronger You video series course. Especially that course is for those of you that are struggling, having healthy boundaries, that have fear of upsetting other people, that can't really communicate your needs and your wants to others, or you don't really have a strong sense of self, like you struggle with like who you are, like your identity. I highly recommend getting Building Better Boundaries, A Stronger You video series for sure. All right, so let's see here. So yeah, be assertive, direct, and straightforward with everyone, not in a mean way, but you just want to make sure that you can get your point across to make sure that, again, your needs are being met, you're being heard, and the person understands you. Again, not in a mean way, but just in a way that it respects your boundaries and they will respect you as well, because you're letting them know what it is up front, what you expect, and you're communicating it to this person. If they don't apply by the rules, then that's on them. It's their loss. All right. That's the kind of mentality you want to have. All right. And the next thing is you want to address underlying issues, whether it comes to trauma, anxiety, or anything like that. So again, if maybe an underlying issue for you guys would be codependency, or maybe it's post-traumatic stress. So you want to identify what exactly it is that's bothering you. Maybe some of you guys are depressed. You want to identify that issue and, don't judge yourself. Don't be like, oh, I can't believe I feel this way. Or, man, I can't believe, I feel like an antisocial person, or, I get a lot of anxiety around a lot of people. Work through it. I don't recommend doing it alone. I recommend, talking to someone that has experience, or, if you're dealing with narcissistic abuse, I highly recommend reaching out to me, for a support session or anything like that. And just to add in, I am doing 30-minute support sessions that are free all month long. So please reach out to me if you guys feel like you need a listening ear, or, you need someone to talk to in regards to overcoming narcissistic abuse. All right. I just want to throw that out there. But so address underlying issues. And the next thing is, I don't want to make this video too long, but you want to spend time alone. You want to again, this goes back to what I was saying earlier, working on building your self-esteem and self-worth, identifying your values, your beliefs, opinions, and practice. So when I say that, you have to kind of isolate yourself just for a little while, not for too long, because then you'll just be depressed and you don't want to get up and do like the normal things that you need to do in your life. You know what I mean? But you really want to get to know yourself and spend time alone. Like for me, for instance, the narcissist had actually already isolated me from my family, my friends, but it ended up working out good because I was able to get to know myself. I was living with myself for a while, or by myself for a while. And I cried a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did cry because I was just so hurt by everything that occurred, and then I was also hurt by what occurred with my aunt, what she had done to me. But I was able to heal myself. I was able to get to know myself. Again, I read a lot. I did a lot of research on narcissistic abuse, and I did get counseling for a year. So that was very helpful. But me spending time alone, not really dating anybody, but just loving on myself, taking myself out, going out for walks, spending time with family and friends when the time was right, but just being in my own space, learning who I was, learning what made me happy, learning what made me sad. That really helped with healing any codependency issues, because it was just as if I didn't need anybody. I had everything inside of me. You know what I mean? Only person that I really needed was God at the end of the day, right? All right, and let me see. Is there anything else? Three more, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. The next thing is recognize what you can't change others and can change yourself. So understand you can't change anybody. You can't change the narc. You can't change your family. You can't change your friends. You can't change your spouse. You can only change you. So whoever it is that you're dealing with, if they are not open to growing, that's on them. That's their loss. As I mentioned before, you can only grow, you can only expand, you can only move forward and move on or wherever, but it all starts with you. So if a person that you're dealing with is not open to doing that, then, I'm sorry. It was nice knowing you, but I have to do what's right for me. It may hurt. It may be sad because, again, you may love this person, but it's not worth it at the end of the day. Like, you deserve peace and happiness and love. And it's like, you can't get that with someone that's not even capable of experiencing any of those kind of things at all. Like, the narcissist can't love you. They don't have any empathy at all. So what are we doing with this person? You guys know what I mean? That's what I literally realized. Like, this person can't change. What am I doing? So yeah. And then the last two is practice self-care and seek help and support always, always. All right, you guys. So that's what I have for you guys. I really hope that this was helpful. Please let me know, you guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what was helpful, what was insightful about this advice. Let me know what you think. All right. And don't forget, you guys, I am offering free 30-minute support sessions this whole month. So definitely send me an email so we can set up an appointment, and we could definitely get that support session scheduled for free for 30 minutes only. All right, you guys. And don't forget to check out my merchandise on my Teespring shop. Definitely have masks and t-shirts and hoodies. The weather is going to be changing soon. But I also got home decor, all kinds of things available. So check it out. I am giving everybody 40% off this whole month when you use the promo August 20. So check it out. Also, don't forget, check out my Building Better Boundaries, a Stronger You video series. I think it will be helpful. It kind of goes along with this video. Again, it's for you if you're struggling to overcome narcissistic abuse, if you're struggling to set those healthy boundaries, with ex-partners or family members, and maybe you have fear of upsetting people, and you just want to be strong, you want to be confident, you want to be successful in life, and you just want to be the best version of yourself. Definitely check out that Building Better Boundaries, a Stronger You video series. I think it would be very, very helpful. All right, you guys. I'm trying to see, is there anything else? Other than that, like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Donate to the channel if you're feeling generous. I do appreciate it. And I thank you to those of you that have already done it. Thank you to those of you that did get a t-shirt and any apparels. Love you guys so much. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a good night, and I will see you guys on Sunday. I'll be doing another narcissistic topic, and you guys have a good one. Love you so much. God bless.